let's do a little bit of gardening. If you want to underline. Hi guys, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to another video. It is officially spring. It is a new season, and with spring comes spring cleaning. There's nothing better than refreshing your space for a new season, especially as it warms up outside and it's so beautiful. You want to open up all the windows. And I just happen to have absolutely no plans this weekend, so I figured I could spend the next couple days spring cleaning my place, doing a little bit of organizing, a little bit of decluttering. You guys know I love to do these videos. I love to clean and organize every few months. I would say I try to do a little bit of a declutter. And even though I do that, I still feel like I have so much stuff. I always say I have more than I could ever need. So I like to try to stay on top of it, declutter, and I love taking you guys along with me while I'm doing it because honestly it keeps me accountable. I am literally gonna look up on YouTube cleaning and organizing videos and have those on in the background while I'm cleaning and organizing. So I love to make these for you to throw on in the background if you're trying to do some spring cleaning as well, and we can clean together. I figured we could just jump right into it. I have a list on my phone. I always do this. I make a list of everything I want to clean. I try to think of niche things that I don't clean regularly because I usually clean every weekend, you know, the usual basic cleaning. So some things that I know I want to go through. Our spice cabinet, we need to go through that. Freezer, fridge, I haven't gone through like our sauces and checked their expiration dates in a while. I want to go through my sock drawer. I feel like I never do that and I probably have a lot of mismatches in there. So I'd like to go through that and declutter that a little bit. And then on top of all that decluttering, we're going to be doing some usual cleaning. So let's just get started. I think I want to start here in my office and clean it up. I do want to go through my desk drawers. I feel like I go through these every single time and somehow they just get full. Like I can't even shut this drawer right now. So we need to go through that. Washing my makeup brushes, so those are nice and clean. I organized my desk, finished up the guest room, did some vacuuming. The guest room is super easy to clean since we don't use it that often. So now I'm just doing a quick clean of the guest bathroom. You guys know I wanted to switch some of my cleaning supplies over to more non-toxic, less toxic brands. A big thing I've been using is just vinegar and water. Like right now I'm totally out of all-purpose cleaner, so vinegar and water. This has been saving me in a pinch when I don't have anything. I don't love the smell. It does smell like vinegar, but it cleans really well. It cleans glass really well. So been using this. About to clean the mirror now. I'm listening to the Age of Attraction reunion. I didn't realize it was released on YouTube and it's like 2.5 hours long. So this will be the perfect thing to get me through all this cleaning. I'm about to go through some of the bathroom drawers. This might not be the best way to do this, but I've got 3 trash cans and we don't have a hose. And one of the things I wanted to do was clean out the trash cans. So I'm just gonna take some dish soap and do this in the shower and hope for the best. These balloons lasted so long. They're still going pretty strong, but I think I'm ready to get rid of the happy birthday balloons and then get to working on cleaning the kitchen. I want to go through our spice cabinet and spice drawer. I want to clean out our refrigerator and I want to clean under the sink. I don't usually clean under there very often, so we're going to get that cabinet cleaned out and I think that should be good for the kitchen. I have this side table that we just keep by our front door. It fits here perfectly. I don't love the side table itself, but it's just so practical to have this right here because we throw a bunch of overflow dog supplies and just random stuff in here, honestly. So I'm gonna go through this pretty quickly. So this drawer has an extra dog leash, an extra dog harness, and a bunch of bags. There's nothing I need to get rid of in here. I think it's always good to have an extra dog leash. This has some of my extra lint rollers. A lot of it is just like quick stuff that I like to grab before I run out the door. So I have my hat and gloves for when it's cold outside and I'm walking the dog, some dog treats. And I have an old Pura in here that I have not used in forever. Yeah, I think it's out of scents, but I might want to use a Pura again one day. So I'm gonna hang on to it. I'm gonna move the dog treats down into the dog drawer because I feel like that just makes more sense. My wrist weights, again, sometimes I like to grab these before I go out the door. Hand warmers, lint roller, and a ton of extra hand sanitizers. We also have some scuffs on the wall here. I don't know if you can see them. So I'm just taking a magic eraser and I'm gonna clean up some of the scuffs. I never knew how magic erasers work. I always thought they had some kind of like magical chemical in them or something, but I actually found out the other day that they're a super fine sandpaper, and that's how they work so good at getting everything off the walls. Good morning, guys. Happy Sunday. We have another day of cleaning ahead of us. I feel like I did a pretty good amount yesterday. Today, I need to focus more on like the basics of cleaning. I need to clean our bathroom pretty bad. But yesterday we did the spices under the kitchen sink, washed out the trash cans, went through the fridge, washed my makeup brushes, did my desk drawers. So I feel like we made some good progress, but I definitely want to do just some more general cleaning today. But first things first, I'm headed out. I'm gonna go get in a workout just to start our day on the right foot and have myself a morning before I get straight into cleaning. I actually don't mind cleaning today though because it's like pouring rain outside, so this is the perfect day to be stuck inside cleaning. I was gonna take a shower, but then I thought, why take a shower when I'm about to break a sweat scrubbing this apartment? So we're just gonna stay dirty until we're done cleaning. But something I wanna do, since this is spring cleaning, spring vibes, I have some dill seeds and I need to get these planted so that we can have lots of fresh dill in the summer months. So let's do a little bit of gardening and then we'll get back to cleaning. I feel like I need a midday pick-me-up, so I'm making myself a tea. I got this vanilla chai. My apartment gives out tea bags, and so they always have some new teas that I like to try, so I grabbed the vanilla chai. It smells very strong, but hopefully it's good. So I'm gonna let this steep for a few minutes. It's feeling really good in the apartment. I cleaned the living room, as you guys would have seen. I've got our duvet going in the washer. So the only two rooms that I really need to tackle next is our bedroom and bathroom. And I have put them off to the last part of this because they're my least favorite. I don't know what it is about it, especially our bathroom. That one really kills me. I did go through our sock drawer though, so I can check that off. So I want to do the bathroom, our bedroom, and then I'm actually gonna clean our vacuum. You can take apart a vacuum and clean it, but I obviously want that to be the very last thing I do because it has to dry for a while and I'm gonna need it. So I don't wanna have it sitting here soaking wet. But my sheets just got out of the dryer, so I need to make up the bed and then we'll get to work on the bedroom. I went through my bathroom drawer, the one that I keep my hair stuff in. Particularly, I needed to go through because my dry shampoo is a powder and it just gets all over everything. So I went through that drawer, cleaned it out. The last thing I need to do in the bathroom is the shower. This is easily my least favorite thing to clean in the entire apartment. It's just, you have to put in so much elbow grease, I feel like. I don't know if I just don't have the right tools. I just go in with like a bathroom descaler and a rag. I feel like I need an electric scrub brush or something to really get in there, but I do the best I can. So we're about to get in quite the workout. Every time I do this, I feel like I'm gonna pass out. I don't know. I just feel like cleaning the shower and scrubbing the walls is so hard. I'm gonna go ahead and clean and take apart my vacuum cleaner. I didn't realize you could deep clean a vacuum until probably just a couple years ago. It's pretty gross, but it actually makes a difference in the performance of the vacuum, in my opinion. You just have to find the button that will release the tank. And then this is how mine is, at least. There's like a dust trap at the top that I'll wash. And then none of this is electronic, so you can just fully wash this thing. Well, I honestly feel like I've cleaned this whole place. Let's turn another light on. I've done everything on my spring cleaning list, plus more, because we just did a general clean of the whole apartment. I feel like because I declutter every few months, I don't always have that much stuff to actually go through, which is definitely the case for this weekend. But I think that's kind of a good problem to have, that everything we have, I feel like I want to keep. But it does feel so good in here. We've got the candles going. It's nice and clean. I figured we could still spend the rest of my Sunday evening together. I want to take a shower because I haven't showered since my workout, and now that I'm done cleaning and I'm probably gonna spend some time just relaxing, I would like to get out of my workout clothes, and then I want to do a little bit of planning to get us ready for the work week ahead. Cleaning wise, all I have left is laundry. We gotta keep moving the laundry along, but I'm gonna go ahead and get a shower going. You'll have to excuse my wet hair. I'm just gonna let it air dry. But I wanted to plan out my week with my new planner. If you missed my April reset, we set up my new planner. I just wanted to upgrade my setup because I feel like I'm someone who plans very regularly. And so I feel like romanticizing it a little bit, having a nicer planner is fun, but I just need a big glass of ice water. And I'm about to put in some emergency because my husband is feeling sick and that is not good. The odds of me catching whatever he has is extremely high, and it's probably too late. Honestly, I find that you really should take vitamin C preventatively, like every day, but I haven't been taking it, which makes me scared. I'm gonna get sick. So maybe this will stop it in its tracks, but usually by the time I realize I need to start taking vitamin C, if I'm not already taking it, it's too late for me. But I really do hope that I do not get sick because I have a big work week ahead of me. I actually might order some vitamins now that I think about it because I don't want to get sick either. We have a couple of vacations coming up in a couple weeks, and I feel like my immune system needs to be strong for that. So I feel like I should probably get back on my vitamin game. I've been cycling off for probably about the past 2 months. I haven't been taking any vitamins. I might cycle back on and get myself some vitamin C, D, and zinc. But for now, this is what we have. It keeps raining harder and harder, and then so it just keeps getting darker in my room. But I hate lights. Fun fact about me, I hate overhead lighting a lot. And I guess I have a lamp in this room I could turn on. I don't know if that just got better or worse because now I'm backlit. But anyway, let's try to plan out our week. I have been trying to use the weekly planners, which I'm usually very much a daily to-do list person. But last week I did the weekly planner, but I only started halfway through the week. So I want to try for a full week using the weekly planner and see if I like it. I just feel like I put a lot of little things on my to-do list. Like I'll write down, go on a walk, you know? And there's not that much room for each day on the weekly spread. Hopefully you can see this, but this is each day. So there's 7 days, and then there's top priorities, to do, and notes at the bottom. I also got these really cute highlighters. I can link them. They were $5 on Amazon. I like them that they're square too. So one side is like a marker if you want to underline or something, and then the other side is just normal highlighter, and it's like a bunch of pastel colors, which I feel like is good for a planner. First things first, I want to take a look at my work schedule, see if there's anything major, and then let's take a look at personal schedule. The only thing I have this week that's out of the ordinary, I guess, is I have a haircut. Everything else is pretty ordinary. So for priorities, I'm going to be filming a work week vlog, so that's probably my #1 priority for the week. And then I want to edit this video you guys are watching now. And then I'm gonna make my to-do list for Monday on here. Let's do a morning walk. I have a morning call. It's my friend's birthday, so I want to remember that. Send her a text. And then I have a 5:30 workout. So here's what we have. You can see if I had more than one call tomorrow, this would be really, really tight. So I'm not sure if the weekly spread is gonna work out for me, but we're still gonna give it a fair shot. So I'm gonna use it all week and see how it goes. And I still prefer to plan for the next day the night before. I don't wanna plan out my whole week right now because I just feel like stuff can change so quickly. So I'm just gonna do Monday, and then as the week goes on, I will continue to fill out the rest of the week. I do feel like I'm going into the work week though with a clean space and then prepared and knowing what to expect, and that's my favorite way to go into a work week. These ribs have been on the smoker for 6 hours, and I'm gonna make a rib sandwich for dinner. I am excited. They look and smell so good. I'm gonna do a little bit of onion, and then I'm gonna do a couple pickles. I think 3 pickles is the perfect amount on a sandwich. How many do you think?
I mean, I like all the surface area to be covered by it.
How many ribs did I do on a sandwich? 3?
I've never had an actual McRib from McDonald's.
No, me and Will make rib sandwiches when he does ribs, and we call them McRibs. But obviously they're not McRib sandwiches. And neither of us have ever had a McRib. Unless you count this. It's time to put the duvet cover on. I feel like everyone has a different method of doing it. I've tried to do the rolling method before. That one makes absolutely no sense to me. I feel like I've tried that one a million times and I cannot figure it out. So I'll show you my method. I have the duvet just laying flat on the bed, the insert here, and then I have my duvet cover and it's completely inside out. And then I just find the corners. So I put my hands through and I find the corners and I go ahead and tie them to the ends of the insert. Once those are tied so that they don't get disconnected, I once again put my hands through and I find the corners and I grab hold of them. So I have the sides of the duvet insert in my hands, and then you just shake it. So you shake the duvet cover right side out. It can be a little bit of a workout, but it works really well. And then you just have to go up to the top and shake it out the rest of the way. I'm gonna go ahead and end off this vlog here. Our space is feeling good. I'm ready to start my work week. I've got myself a fun drink and I'm gonna go to bed here in probably the next hour. Thank you guys for spending the last couple of days with me, and I will see you all so very soon in my next video. Bye guys.